Alright guys, so we're in here. This is mainly to help the people in my server with working on things so they could get shit done. So I'm going to walk through on how to get a car that has red and blue lights, convert the red and blue lights to be just blue lights or blue and white or whatever. And how to put liveries onto a vehicle. So I'm going to grab one. We're going to go through here. This is just because it's for my server. So we're going to go to fivem ready. Yes. ELS compatibility. Non-ELS. I'm just going to grab this. We'll look at this. We got to find something that's at least worth touching. I don't want to grab nothing stupid. So I come through here. It's a Taurus. I don't like that one. This is going to take a while because I got to find one. Probably should have waited to record until I found one, but it's whatever. Oh, look at that. Here we go. Oh, that comes with all blue too, so that's cheating. That's kind of pointless. Oh. 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 I'm getting ahead of myself. Alright, I just gotta find something that I already have because I don't need to worry about it. Like in terms of a car. Non-ELS 2014 Dodge Charger slick top. Let's look at this. I wish I knew what color lights it had. Because I need to make sure it has red and blue so that way I can change them. So we're going to look through here. I don't reckon any of these are going to tell me what color lights it has. So that's very annoying. Let's see here. Let's look at the look at all these people that don't know how to install things. Oh god. Alright, we're just gonna download it. We're gonna look at it. Wait for it to get done. And just in case it's got blue lights, which normally I appreciate, but I'm not happy about it with that. Alright, sweet. Let's take a look see here. So we have this. We have 5M stream right there. Perfect. Alright. So we're going to grab this. Drag it to the desktop. We're going to grab my open IV. We're going to go ahead and open that. This damn app takes forever to open up. Alright, so I'm just going to go here. Grab a stream. So right now we need these car files. I'm going to go ahead and close that for now. So we're going to look through here. Conveniently enough, it has these. So we're going to go through here, and everything that is a light file, you can tell light files by just looking at them. I mean, that's pretty self-explanatory there. So we're going to grab that one. We're going to grab that one. We're going to scroll down. We're going to finish and continue to grab the rest of them. For this video, I will be converting them to red and white lights. In the description, I'll link color codes for whatever, but I'll also show you guys how to get more color codes while we are in here. Oh, and I also need to see, I have a template for it somewhere, right? God. So it's a 14 charger. 8. Alright. 8. I'll just grab something out of here. We'll grab that. Yeah, sure. Alright, perfect. So now we're going to want to open up paint.net. If you don't have paint.net, you're going to need to go get it. The people that I'm making this video for my server, conveniently enough, have paint.net. So we're going to go through, we're going to grab all of those, drop them in here. We open it. Sean, you watching?
Yeah, I'm watching.
Alright, good. Alright. So for things like this, I'm very lazy. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do this the lazy way. I recommend this is what I do with my cars, and they turn out to look gorgeous. So I go to the blue. I grab the main color of the blue right here. And I click more, and then what I do is right here where this S is, you could take the color out of the blue, right? So now it's the same shade and brightness of the blue here, so that way it won't look completely ridiculous in the server. I'm going to turn the tolerance up a little bit. Boom. So now those are white, and they won't look horrible in the server. Now what I need to do is, you see this red, we're going to go ahead and this doesn't matter right here in terms of how big you grab it. You could stretch this out as much as you need to, and we're not worried about the edges where it's red. That's not going to show up. We just need to cover up the base area. So now we have just blue and white. I'm going to go ahead and hit Control S to save that. That's saved. Alright, so here we're going to do the same principle. Instead of having because we don't have a white to pull from in terms of, except that one, but we don't know if that's the same shade. So it's going to grab the majority color of what that is. We're going to go to more, suck the color right back out of it. Look, see how it's gray now? It's a little different. It's not just white, so you can't just go through here and slap white on everything and then hope it works out. Make sure you do this. Otherwise, you're going to have... I'll show you what it does. So you'll see it's like this big open square. But we're going to change that so it's just a big block. So we're going to fill it in. Don't worry about the little black spots. We're just going to cover these up. Let me line this up right here. Boom. We're going to save that. Next one. Again, we don't have a white to pull from, so we're going to grab the majority shade. More options. Take the color out of it. Look, that looks like it's a darker gray. Just cover up the red. And if you already know how to do all this crap, you can just skip through this area of the video. Chances are pretty good though. If you already know how to do all that, then you don't need to be watching this video because you probably already know how to install cars. Alright, so this one we do happen to have a white, so we're going to go ahead and pull from it with Control C, Control V, and we're going to drag it back up to here. Hit enter. That's good. We save that one. That's good. Next one. This one, it's the same principle as all the rest of them. It is quite easy. We just grab this. More options. Rip the color out of it. And so for you, Sean, you'd be able to just grab that majority color and then fill it in over these. These lights are just there to make it look a little bit prettier. Alright, so now, or in theory, you could just grab this one, copy and paste it. Grab that one, copy and paste it, but I don't feel like it. It's just going to look the same in the server anyway, so it doesn't matter. It's just extra work that you don't need. So now we have that. We have all these here. Let me go ahead and refresh. Now you can see they're all the colors that they're supposed to be. And we're going to open OpenIV back up. And you can see we have that. So now, drag and drop. They've all been replaced. And we click save. Well, I probably should have. I would have dragged this right here. This is your sign 1. So we're going to go ahead and look here. You do. So you can see this right here is the livery that came with the car. You can see I don't need to rename mine. It's the same thing. So when I drop this in there and I go back and type in that again, it has replaced the other one. Alternatively, if it is a different name, you could just click replace and then go find it and then do it. Or you could, click rename on this and you could do Control C, copy that name and drag it back. Now if you want to add more than one livery, it's really simple and easy. We're just going to go here and you could grab sign 2. So you'll notice the only thing that changes with the names from these is that one says sign 1, sign 2. Now you'll notice before I had that blank one, so I'll go ahead and pull all mine out real quick, just for the example. So we'll see here I have sign 1, sign 2, sign 3, sign 4. You'll notice sign 5 is blank except for the plates. It's just because the plates on this car are a pain in the butt, so I have to put my own plates there. But for you to change the color of the car in the game, you just erase the background and make it a blank picture, and make sure you save it as a PNG or DDS. No other files will work. You don't want anything else. So PNG or DDS. I opt for a PNG. That's just my personal preference. That's what I always use. So you use PNG, and then now you can change the color of it in the game. That's an unmarked library. So now we can save that. This car now has blue light textures, which do not show up in here. You can see my library on the car. It has blue light textures, but now the problem is on the ground when you're in game, it will show up red and blue still on the ground, right? So now we got to fix that. First things first, we're gonna grab our PD charger right here. We're gonna go in the stream, and we're gonna go and we're gonna grab all of our PD charger files, and we're just gonna replace those. We do not need OpenIV now. Next thing we're gonna do, I recommend you get Notepad++ for this part, just because it is a major pain in the ass to go in there and manually change it yourself. So we're gonna do this the cheater's way. We're gonna go to Carcoals. We're gonna edit with Notepad++. Now we have this opened up. Now what we want to do is we want to find the light color code for the red that they are using. Some people use different color codes for red. So we're going to go in here. We're going to see what this color is. We're going to copy that. Now, the best way I've found to do this is to go here and just paste it into Google Images. Type. We can now see that that is the color code for the red. So now we can see that we do not want red. We want it to be white. So what we're going to do is we're going to hit Control F. We're going to go to replace. And we're going to type in the red code here. And we're going to type in what we want it to be. This, I'm going to leave this here in the description down there, so that way people can use it. So for me, I want the white here. So I'm going to grab this color code for the white. I don't need that anymore. I've copied it. I'm going to do that. So there's a ton of these in here that need to be replaced. So what we're going to do is we're just going to click replace all. You'll notice there's 7 of them in this car. A lot of cars you'll find they have like 70 of them. This is just the fastest way to do it. You don't make errors because it does it for you. Most important thing now is we're going to click File, Save. You want to save that, close that out. So now this car is ready to go in terms of working. Now here's the problem. What happens if you don't want that to be the spawn code? You want spawn code to be something else. So we'll go with GSP char. CHR. Okay. Now I can Control A, Control C. Now I have, that's my car's folder name, but it's not done yet. You'll notice these are the same thing. So we're going here, we'll rename this for all of these. Be careful on this the HIYFT. When you go to rename it, you can't just paste. You have to go right here in front of the underscore, and then you highlight that, and then you can rename it. So that's good. Next thing, we go to Carcoals again. Now you can just open it with your normal thing. It doesn't matter. You go in between the name brackets where these little arrows are, and you highlight where it says name, and then you obviously Control S, you save it. Next one, car variations. There's only one in this one, just like the last one. And then we save it. So there's one in here, there's one in here. Vehicles meta, there's 3. So you'll see model's name. We're going to replace that one. Text name, we're going to replace that one. And then game name, we're going to replace that one. And now we save it. Now this car can go into the server and it can be spawned in. And if you don't know how to put it into a server, personally I don't think you should be a dev, but maybe you just don't know and you're learning. So we'll go ahead and go over that too. So we have that. I'm going to go ahead and open up my FileZilla, and you'll notice I have this here. So we're going to, this is stupid, simple, and easy. So you can see it's under your, you go in your resources, and then you find where you have your cars. So I have my LEO cars. We're just going to drop that into there. And while that's uploading, you'll see it's in queued files. And now I could go here, open up my server config, scroll down to the bottom of your list. You're going to type start and then the spawn name to it, right? GSP-CHR. Now we're going to hit Control S. Before you close Notepad, otherwise your server config might mess up, and if you don't have a backup, that could destroy your completely destroy everything in your server, and you'll have to start over from the very beginning before your server had anything in it. So before we do that, don't close it. You're going to go here and make sure you click yes to override it, and make sure that it has been out of the queue and you have nothing left in your queue, just like that. And then now you can close your server config. That's the most sensitive part about your whole server. You do not ever want to play with that. So just be very careful with the server config. I keep a backup. I update my backup every day just in case some dumb thing happens and I lose it and I forget what I'm doing. I've done it twice now. I thought I was never going to do it, but I actually have a backup of my backup in case I mess my backup up. I recommend you do the same. That way you don't destroy your server and then make everybody in your server hate you. So that's simple and easy. And now you just launch fivem, and then you go spawn in that as your spawn name. And make sure you have a resource before you do it. Some resources are different. Some resources, you'll notice you go inside of them and you'll see there's data in front of this. So then you need to make a data folder and put everything in the data. And that's pretty much it. Just go in the server, spawn it in. We'll go ahead and take a look at it. Actually, no, we won't, because I remember my mini music and I don't want to get copyrighted. So what I'll do is, yeah, we just won't go over it. So thanks for stopping by, checking out the video, and hope that helped you guys.